It becomes very obvious each day to more and more people how a few want to control where humanity's energies are focused.
What they want is a population that are completely controlled, that only have access to pre-masticated information that's been ground up in Biden's proverbial gob and spat out in front of you as dumb gruel that keeps you banalised, impotent, castrated and still, never moving, never noticing your change. Of course you should have access to a variety of information and then decide for yourself what's true.
Control is an illusion though, as who and what we really are surrounds us everywhere.
If you will think of ourselves as coming out of the earth rather than as being thrown in here from somewhere else, thrown out of the earth, we are the earth. We are the consciousness of the earth. These are the eyes of the earth. And this is the voice of the earth.
The case of people never detaching from that matrix. So they can't get the perspectives and they're unable to see what kind of life, if we can call it that, they are living. I mean, put your smartphone away for a week. Spend time out in nature. If you do that, you will see that what I'm telling you here is the truth.
Our real power comes from stepping back from the matrix that immediately surrounds us so that we can gain perspective with much less influence upon our sense of reality and how and what we are really doing with our life force.
And if your every waking moment is spent worrying about how am I going to pay the bills and I got to go to this dead-end freaking job I hate, you are a slave to something that you don't want to be involved in.
Now, the more of us that take part in that deeper exploration, the more we basically reveal for ourselves and for the larger collective who and what we really are at a fundamental level. And we stop being limited by the dynamics that are part of the matrix itself, that keep us boxed into a limited expression of who we are, and it could be so much fuller. Each time we have epiphanies on who we really are, we contribute to others doing the same. Now, alongside that, the more and more people who take up the mantle of sharing key ideas, the more things change.
But we're actually changing the dynamics of humanity by us guys going on out here and talking about the Khazarians and talking about the 2 cents you're working for out of every dollar, etc., right? It changes your behavior, changes your attitudes, gives you information, and you make different decisions because you heard that information.
By joining with the creator economy, each of us contribute to the changing dynamics of humanity and to our own individual freedom. If you're interested in that, there's some links below. Now, when you join the creator economy, you're contributing to our voices being heard. Our collective voices are now being silenced more than ever.
You matter. Never forget that. Your voice matters. If we can stick together now and stand up for what's right, there is hope. We can turn this around because there are many of us. And there are not so many of these corrupt people that want to rule the world. Nothing new there, nothing new.
And when we speak out, there's hope that because your voice matters, there's a great power from coming together. Now, when you create and use your voice, you contribute to others doing the same. And together we can make a difference. There's real truth in what Joseph Campbell says about life being a meditation.
And all of life is a meditation, most of it unintentional. A lot of people spend most of it in meditating on where their money's coming from and where it's going to go, but that's a level of meditation.
By opening up to nature and what's around us, we can feel where we've come from and what we're a part of right now. We can then become a true expression of our humanity and in the process allow others to do the same. Now, it starts with each of us making a decision to share ideas which pull all of us forward and then really reflect on what the intentional life is and then taking larger and smaller steps to get there. The more of us that live from that space and expand from there, the more we come together and the greater chance for us to move through all of this to what we want rather than to continue further controlled by the needs of a few. Now, when reflecting on this, ask, if not you, then who?